Welcome everybody to Exit Frag, episode 7, the Champions Edition. I'm joined by Kyle from Chill Out Esports, Andy, my co-host, and some indie YouTuber. I don't know. You might have heard of cNed.
I have not.
No, I haven't. I don't even know who that guy is. He's irrelevant in my book.
Never heard of him.
cNed,
I definitely
how
don't
are you?
want all of his subscribers.
How am I? I'm good. It's currently 2:32 a.m.
Sorry.
And the voices are telling me that China will win champions. They're gonna. In fact, they'll win. They'll make top 4. It will be only China top 4. So I'm doing
Insane.
good.
Shanghai and shambles. They could have had that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gen.G win in Shanghai and EDG win in Seoul. So, roles reversed.
That'd be so funny, honestly.
But yes, I'm good. I'm good. How is everyone else? How are you guys doing?
Oh, great.
Good. Terrible. Leviatan just won America's.
What is this
Zell-
hatred against them?
Except for salty.
Okay. So let me give you the lore. Basically,
Oh, shit. Law drop.
there's only 2 LATAM teams in Americas, and therefore there are only 10 spots for Latin American players. With Tex, ASPAS technically, and Com, that's 3 spots taken away from LATAM players, excluding Brazil. So that gets my blood boiling a little bit, but
That's
So
fair.
when Calm was just like stay mad, where you just like in your room.
nah, it's
Zeph was like
honestly-
praying to a picture of NZR on his wall, like, "We will avenge you, my king."
no. It's everyone thinks that I hate the players for some reason, and I'm like, I don't hate the players. I hate the org, the owners. It's their fault.
But to be fair, I mean, you do support NRG, and they completely wasted Demon One and Marved. So
True.
I feel like this is like a
So, yeah,
management
who are
double
you-
standard. Come
Whose side are you
on.
really on, Ziff?
Okay.
Your people or your players?
Okay.
Anywho, moving on. We got we got champions coming up. How's everyone feeling about that?
It's going to be the greatest tournament of all time, no?
Oh yeah, the greatest.
Easily.
It's gonna be the true world championship. Like so many teams with such interesting claims to being like the best, and this could be their chance to show like they owned this year. Like
Well, Group B is like Shanghai and Madrid, all merge into one.
So the
It is
all-star
insane.
group, bro. It is
it's
wild.
gonna be. It's gonna be
Honestly, that's going to be
interesting.
the final. Is just that group.
that group. Whoever makes it out.
I think it is
It's
just
insane.
like is the tournament where like the first one where we've had 4 from each region, and it just something about that just feels right. Like the groups just work.
Mhm.
You know, every team is. I feel like every team bar like 3 or 4 could win, and that is like so exciting. I think like yeah, if 100 Thieves qualified, I would say like 2 or 3 because I don't think we're gonna win. But anyway, that's besides the point. We'll talk about that later. But this
Yeah,
is the
it's-
tournament in history where the most teams can win it, and that is super
Mm.
exciting.
It's gonna be a crazy tournament. It's gonna be at ungodly hours for me yet again. Shout out
Mhm.
North America. But there are just so many good teams. There's so many like potential storylines. And yeah, that group with Gen.G, Sentinels, Heretics, that is a group with at least 3 teams. Well, no, 4 teams because FPX clearly they're contenders for this tournament. But you can make an argument for at least 3 of those teams in that group winning the whole thing. So no idea how that's going to go. Yeah, random draw, sure, Riot. Sure. Having them do it in front of us, yeah, that doesn't convince me it was rigged, even though the people didn't even know how it worked.
Yeah,
Which is
people-
funny.
She literally did it right, and the people are screaming like, "You did it wrong! You did it wrong!" No, right?
No, because they did get the result they wanted. That's how it works.
I see. Fair enough.
But yes, I'm very excited for champs. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Agreed. Very much agreed.
Yeah, I'm just not excited about the 2 a.m. matches. That was awful last time. But I guess it's a taste of what everyone else in the world has to deal with. So whatever. Anywho, we got blind player power rankings. If you weren't here for the last time we did it, the rules are simple. I have written down 10 players, and they have to rank them in the order I give them, and there's no takebacks. So once they're placed, it's done. And then we get to post it on Twitter, and everyone makes fun of us. So,
Beautiful.
you guys ready? All
Been
right.
ready.
Yeah.
My number one, Mazzino.
Okay, so we have
Best
to
player at the tournament.
we have to rank we have to rank them out of 1 to 10, but we don't know
1
who's
to
coming
10,
next.
but you
right?
don't
Oh, I
know
see,
who's
okay.
coming up
It's
next.
just stuck there.
Sorry, I'm sleep deprived. I didn't understand the rules when they were explaining it.
Weren't you here for the
Okay.
last one?
Okay, real ones
No.
know. Real ones know that Lev aren't getting out of the group.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's spicy. Are
Okay,
you just here to
I'm
just piss
kidding.
off North America?
I'm here to piss off everybody.
You know what?
Getting out of
Fair
that group. Just
No,
like-
Lev will make it out. I think they'll at least like get 5th, 6th place or something. So I feel like Mazzino's a pretty surefire like top 5. I mean, if he keeps up his form, he could be like top 3 player, but I wouldn't put him up there on this list.
Here's what worries me about him is that like yes, he had just an insane like performance during stage 2 playoffs, and he was really solid like before that. But like before what happened and what we just saw, I wouldn't even put him like near the top 10. Like, no offense to him, but like I wouldn't, like, he's like, in my mind, he was just a good smokes player. Like not one that I see as like above all the rest. But hey, when you're on fire, you're on fire. So for putting him top 10, I'm feeling like number 10, honestly. I'm feeling like we put him at the bottom. I could be
That's
completely
incredibly
wrong.
safe.
But I know.
What if we get someone from like no offense to like Trace, but what if we get like someone from like Trace?
I mean, Trace is one of the whole event, so
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, this is true, right?
Trace.
I feel
The
like
guys
Zeth
that-
is going to throw in.
Definitely didn't
Or
choke
Seven.
2 international tournaments back to back.
He's
Look,
like Mazzino's always been a pretty good like he with crew he played really great as like a smokes like flex player. He's always been a solid player for like good teams. He has experience. I think I think he's a little bit underrated. I think he like for me I'd put him at like 7 because I think
I
we'll
was-
get like
yeah.
3 players worse than him.
I was literally about to say 7 or 8, so I'm happy with 7. But it depends if
No,
the
you're all
CEO
wrong and I'm
CEO
right.
Kyle. Yeah,
Okay.
Mazzino
Sounds like
worst
7
player.
by majority rule.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're wrong, but you know,
Number
at
2,
least be confidently wrong.
Keznit.
Keznit? Ooh. Yeah, that's why I said 7 because I think
Number 1.
number 1.
See, when
I'm
Keznit's playing
kidding.
well, like when he's on his online, you know, he could be 5 or 4, but when he's not, then it's like, and depending on how far you think we're going to go in the tournament, it's like, because the group they're in, I feel like he's going to be 8 or 9.
Because also, I just think the team around him isn't going to be enough to even. We're not even going to see him much, anyways, in this tournament. So even if he has like a good map or 2, he's kind.
You don't think they beat DRX? You don't think Crew beat DRX?
I like DRX right
God,
now.
it would be so funny if
I-
Crew beat DRX.
I kind of like Crew in that matchup. I'm not gonna lie.
I
But we'll
just-
get to that later. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd
DRX,
love
they made
it.
here, but they ain't the same. They ain't the same.
I would love for Crew to win that, but
I'm tired of this DRX doubting, man. People have been saying, oh, they dropped stacks, they're going to lose, they're not going to make champs. They made champs, bro. They fucked up
Yeah,
Paper X.
but
It's
they
over,
lose every time. They lose every time.
yeah, but
bro. They're
you're gonna
playing
make
in
it to
front of
these
a home
playoffs.
crowd, man. They
That's
made
a
it
good
out of
team.
they made it out
That's
of groups
fair.
at every event they've ever been at. So
Yeah, that's their thing.
That's true.
They're solid.
I would put
I
think-
Keznit 9 or 8.
Yeah, I would
Ooh.
say.
That's low for me.
Look,
Andy, go ahead.
I think maybe that's hard. I'd put him at like 8. Maybe.
Man, okay. If we're doing, but so Mizuno's better than Keznit. Interesting. I
Right
would
now,
think
bro.
so.
Right now, bro.
That's
Yes.
wild.
right now.
That's wild.
That's still kind of wild. I agree with
I think
what you were saying about how he's like he's very inconsistent. Like when he's on, he can look like the best player in the world, and sometimes he just looks like he just can't get anything done. And it's weird because like when he's playing really well, crew is just on fire, but when he's underperforming, like they don't pick up the slack all the time, which is a big problem for them. I think that's going to hurt them. But overall, like he's got to be better than Zeno. Come on, guys. I do like 6. I think 6.
But I think coming out of the tournament, if we look back at this list, you're way more likely to say, yeah, Mizuno was a better player at Champs than Keznit was. Because, like Andy said, we're going to see more of Lev, if the results go as predicted.
Because I think Keznit, of course, maybe it's just like a role thing. Because maybe I'm just valuing like his flexibility over. Because I never really thought of crew as this. Like they can rely on him at times, but I don't think it's like they have a lot of moments where like MTA or whatever was doing some kind of crazy stuff towards the end to barely scrape in, and I think like Mizuno is just this flex player that can do a lot for a pretty good team to work around like their core players, like, and that's kind of always been his role, and that's why I rank him higher, but I think it's very close.
But I think the fact that that's his role to be a supportive player, but he's out fragging ASPAS in a best of 5. And it's like going plus
True.
26. I mean, the
He got,
fact
like,
that you
90
can do
kills.
that on that role is like I think that's super impressive. And like, I think it was Andy saying like on crew, he was an insane flex player. I still remember that Sage Icebox at Eastman. I know Protocol Phantom Man, I remember that. But he's crazy. He honestly is crazy. I would put Keznit just below him at 8.
I will accept it. I will go with the status quo.
Okay.
But I vehemently disagree. But
I low-key disagree too. I mean, I can't vote because
Ooh,
I know the
split.
list.
But yeah,
But
we can put him at 8 as the official X
list
frig.
aside, Keznit has been carrying this team since the beginning of this season. Like, crew did not look good at the start of it. Like, it wasn't until like Shy started stepping up for the team.
Wow,
Like
it was
in
heat, man.
playoffs,
It was heat.
where they
It was heat.
He started it. Shy picked it up later. Shy's looking
Yes,
really
yes.
hot
You're
right
right.
now.
You are right. You're right. You're
yes,
right.
yes. And then obviously MTA was a factor during this set of playoffs. But man, Keznit has been on this team for so long, and there's a reason why he has been on the team for so long. It's because he's a clutch god, basically.
Isn't it kind of funny how you think of like Leviatan and crew and their like rivalry and stuff, which right now Leviatan absolutely has the upper hand. I think they've won the last 4 times. Like I love how these two teams, not only do they play each other a lot, but they swap players like so much. Like wasn't Shy on Leviatan last year? I think Keznit was on it to start 2023 and then switched to crew. Am I right?
No.
Didn't he swap off of crew? Okay, I'm gonna double check.
But you might be.
Or just
right.
lie. I could just lie.
That might be a
Do all the time.
streets won't forget moment, but the streets have
Right.
forgotten clearly.
Yeah, because like there's just if you're a player from Latam and you're good enough to play in tier 1, you're playing for either Leviatan or crew at some point. Because like they just have so much crossover and whatnot, and it's insane how like sometimes one team is really good and the other one's bad. And right now Lev looked like the much better team, but I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just double checking my facts here, but Keznit should be higher, but we can put him at 8.
Also, I've argued for Keznit to be at 8. I have not watched any of Crew's playoff games in stage 2.
Hey man, we're not YouTubers if we're just talking out of our ass, so it's okay.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Usually I've got a script. I'm not used to this.
Number 4, Mako.
2.
2?
No. I'm kidding.
No,
He's not that high.
come on.
I think. Oh man.
For me, it's hard because like he's never reached that peak that he did back with the old roster, or was it Reykjavik or Copenhagen? I can't remember. But that year, he was like him, Marved, and Pancata were all in the conversation for best
And
player.
Mindfreak, to be
Mhm.
fair.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that too. Him too.
True. Yeah.
And I
No,
don't
but
feel
you-
he's reached that.
You have to
You know,
you have to remember he's IGLing now, and
Oh, you're right.
if any of you watched the Pacific, was it grand finals? No, it was lower finals against PaperX. Bro, that ace that he got, oh my goodness, man, that's enough
Well,
to
he's
make me
still
play
got
my
that
one.
dog in him, obviously.
I would put him at 5.
Also, quick pause. I double checked my Keznit fact. He was on Leviatan for 5 months. That's why everybody forgets, because he was on there from October till March, and then he went back to crew.
That's
Man.
that's some like Valorant.
His,
definitely
his
trivia.
team history is hilarious. He's just crew, live for 5 months, crew.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mako though. Mako, I feel like if this was in the past, I'm putting him like in the top 5, but I don't know, because I really just don't know what to think of DRX right now, because they were a team that was in a very similar lane as Paper X, where they looked good enough to win a tournament and just never did, and they would get like top 3, top 4, and then just completely drop it. And now that they have this new roster, like it's looking good right now, but I don't know. And like Mako's been a big part of it, but I don't know. I kind of feeling he's probably better than Mazzino though. I'm comfortable with like 6. Here's with Mazzino being number 7, it's like messing up with how I'm thinking about this.
No,
It's
yeah,
like that's the bar. Is he better or worse than Mazzino?
I'm happy with 6. I mean, the problem is if Zev says Buzz now, like Buzz has been insane for DRX in stage 2, especially in these playoffs as well. So I don't know, but is it one? Am we allowed to ask? Is it one person from each team? Is there not any more DRX players on this list?
I don't know. There could be more.
Okay, there definitely isn't. So there's going to be a Chinese player who's like stock 10. So let's leave 10 open. Marco's either 6 or 9, put it that way.
Yeah.
No pun intended. He's one side of Mazzino and Keznit, isn't he? But whichever side, I'm happy with whichever.
And yeah, it's hard. I would put him. Yeah, I guess at 9. I would feel more comfortable on the other end.
I'm fine with 9
Yeah.
for him.
Fair. I
They
agree
got a
with you.
lot to prove, DRX. They got a lot to prove.
Because he definitely could rise up to like 5. Like if they just all of a sudden are just back to who they kind of were.
Oh, for sure.
I have
But
no
they're-
idea.
I mean, hey, if they go back to what they were, then they're a team that's not going to win. So.
Yeah, but they'll at least make it out of playoff or make it to playoffs.
Yeah, true.
Didn't they
Which,
miss
that's
out
an
on
accomplishment for
playoff
them this
stage
year.
champs last year?
I would
No,
say
they
for-
qualified first out of their group because they beat. Because Navi versus Loud was the elimination.
Okay. Gotcha. Never mind.
Banger game. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, no, Marco 9 I think is good. And also, just putting out there, if DRX win this tournament or like get top 3, Flashback will be the MVP of that team. I promise you. Anyway, next.
Okay.
Is he playing?
Sure.
Is he playing right now?
Flashback.
Yes. Okay.
He's the
Yeah,
guest.
okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah. Sorry.
Flashback,
They've had like
49,
3 different roster
Mako.
changes.
Yeah.
So I
true.
get confused.
All right.
But yeah. So we're putting Mako where again? 9?
9.
I'm fine with that.
9.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Hero.
10. Yeah. I don't care.
That is the most NA pilled opinion I've ever heard.
Really like
That's crazy.
Other way.
My camera's so low quality. I can't do it properly.
By all means,
Listen,
put him 10.
listen.
By all means, put him 10. But when Zeph says flex in, and you have to place flex in at number 5, okay, just remember this. Remember this moment. I'm telling you, Hiro, if you've watched that, if you watched him 2v1 on Ascent on A site, and you saw that flick, bro, you saw the light. I'm telling you, this guy's at least number 6, man.
Listen. I've seen rookies come in. They look cool. They look all good. he's playing Leo's role right now. He's doing it. He's doing a good job. Don't care. He's 10. He has a lot to prove. But still, he's played like what, 8 matches so far. I can't put him.
Hey, Kyle,
I won't even put him.
That's a
top
lot
10.
of
look,
matches.
I know you're the stats guy. Like all your videos are. Like,
I am the
stats
stats
based.
guy.
You are cooking yourself right now because
I am.
he
I
hasn't
am.
lost a
And you know what?
VCT match at all. Zero. He's lost 0
Are they
matches. Dog.
undefeated?
He's undefeated, bro.
Yeah, it's not because of him. It's because of the rest of Fnatic.
Bro,
10,
he
right?
came in.
That's
he
what I'm
came in,
hearing.
He changed the roster, bro. He kicks Leo out, who was like the best fucking player at locking
He's
last year.
sick.
He kicks Leo out, yeah. Okay, he didn't kick Leo out. Leo's sick, whatever. But he came in, he transformed his team, bro. He made them champions again, bro. Dominant champions this time as well. And this guy, his aim is incredible. He slotted into Leo's role expertly. Fnatic are winning the tournament. Okay, maybe not that. But I'm telling
Okay,
you,
he is.
if I had a team right now, and you're like, who would you rather have in it, Hiro or Keznit? I'm picking Hiro, man. He's an interesting, exciting prospect. Keznit, bro, he was getting 6Ks in 2021. 2021 was 3 years ago, man. 3 years ago.
I stand by what I said.
He's
Hero cringe.
If you go through like the last couple like Fnatic games, a lot of the clutches you'll see it was him.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
Yeah, it's all because Boaster is just the best IGL in the world.
Boaster was fragging, but
Did you guys see that marketing ploy they did? They made Boaster aim bad on purpose so they could sell the new mouse.
I mean, I think he's just always just not. I don't know if it's on purpose. I think it's just a natural fit for him. He just doesn't know how to aim.
Okay, can we agree? Can we put Hero at 6? Because we're not putting him at 10. I'm telling you, when Zeph says Howdong, and Howdong's not even on the EDG team, and you have to put him at 5, you're not going to want to do that.
I am looking at his VLR page right now and feeling pretty stupid, not gonna lie. But I will continue.
Oh, is it up on this?
I would rather be boring and I'd rather be confidently wrong than boring and right. Number 10.
Number
Put him at
10.
number 10.
It's okay,
Nah,
Kevin. You
I
got
would-
2 hit tweets this year.
What can I say, man?
Definitely.
He has to be 6.
6. He's got to be 6.
All right,
put him
there's
at
2
six.
6s
We put him at
and
6.
1 10.
I just don't want to overrate people that come in right away. That's why I'm worried about Permmie. Swear to God, Permmie's on this list. He's number 11. Don't care.
Yeah, but I bet you were coming into Shanghai and you were like, oh, this Woot guy's got a lot to prove. Probably he's going to flop. He's going to shit the bed at
I was more worried about
Shanghai.
Pad Attack. That's what I was worried about. And then all of a sudden,
No, Patty is crazy. Heretics kind of
Woot's
missing Patty right now.
True.
kind of, yeah.
All right, so there's 2 6s.
Oh man.
6?
We can put him at 6.
All right. Wise.
Who?
Whzy?
Whzy, yes. Is it not pronounced Wise?
I thought bro was just calling me clever.
Oh,
Wise.
Oh,
Why
he's
is he
calling
bro?
me clever.
the duelist from BLG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why is he?
Oh, from Bili Bili? Oh, number 1. Easy.
Well, it's like
Okay,
the last
so-
one, we put life really high, and we had to put life really high up. Even though he ended up being like goaded.
Imagine
He was,
Hiro
like, the
was
main
10. Imagine
main
Hiro
guy.
was 10 at this moment, and you have to rate Whzy over Keznit, Mazzino,
We were so close to
Marco.
greatness, guys. We were so close to greatness. I'd give you a gift and you throw it in my face.
Yes, but wait, are you verified on Twitter? Isn't this good for your impression farming?
I'm not verified, personally. I don't know if cNed is.
Not anymore. I gave up the
Oh.
Twitter lifestyle.
Dang.
Now I'm just clip farming for the love of the game.
Got it.
Love of the
it.
game. I'll be honest, I know nothing about why, so no idea, but we can put him at 10. I
He's
don't
the
pay
judge.
attention to
He's
China.
the
I
GOAT.
try.
He beat NRG. This is PTSD for Zeph, but we should
Who's-
put him at 10.
Who's the guy that went FNS, are you okay? Is that him?
That was Knight.
Okay,
Unfortunately.
well, he should be number 1, but he's not on the team if I'm looking. So
He's not.
No, he's still there. He's still there. He's still there. He's still there. Wait, is he? I don't know.
No,
I
he's
think
not.
no, I'm looking at their
This
page.
is
I'm
Oh,
so
man,
sad.
tragic.
I'm pretty sure they let him go at the beginning of the season,
Mm.
or was it the second
Probably.
season? Anyway, sometime.
Let's put him at
sometime
10.
early.
I feel like Whzy 10. I mean, he's
Yeah.
mechanically great, but BLG 40 China. Yeah, unlucky, unlucky bros.
I love how like people say, "Oh, you know what? This player is mechanically gifted." My brother in Christ, everyone's mechanically gifted. It's like a less
Except
than
Boaster.
1% margin.
Except Boaster.
Okay,
Except Boaster.
okay. You can say this. You can say this. But let's say you're in a deathmatch 1v1 for your life. Literally, if you lose it, you die. Okay, and you nominate a VCT player. Are you telling me that Boaster and FNS and ASPAS are on the same level? No, you're not, you're never picking an
Okay,
IGL
you're right,
for
you're
that.
right, you're right. That's a 1 to 2% margin. You're correct. You're correct. I stand corrected.
Nah, ASPAS to go. Anyway, yeah, he's 10, unfortunately.
Yeah.
My king at 10. This is so sad.
Okay. All right.
I think we're cooking with this.
I see.
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh shit.
I'm just thinking about the last ones. He might have to go higher than 5 because there might be someone lower than Icy.
He can't be above Mazzino, but he has to be above Whzy.
No. It's not that he. It's not that he can't. It's that he will be above Mazzino.
He's 5. We only have 5 and higher.
The way that you have, like, just the order that you have put this list out, Zeph, has just maximized chaos, and I'm very happy. Thank you for doing it this way.
Wait,
This
so
is
we
such a
currently
cooked
have
list.
Whzy at 10, Mako,
Mhm.
Keznit, Mazzino, Hiro. I feel like Icy just has to be 5, doesn't he? But then the problem is
He's
I'm
not top 5,
expecting
though.
an ASPAS to come out. I'm expecting
Watch him
know,
just
I'm
not be on
expecting
the
a
list. That'd be
texture.
funny.
I'm expecting a texture to come out, but you're just gonna keep saying players like flexing, and I'm just gonna go fuck it, put him at 1 because there's nothing else we can do.
This
So-
is hey, shout out to that nerd Kaizen for suggesting the blind power ranking. This has been the best idea the show has ever had.
Zeph is just like, he's just putting out like players that shouldn't be in the top 10 out just to make the most chaotic top 10 list ever.
I swear, if
I
you
would-
say SK Rossi, I'm leaving.
Bro, he's not even in the tournament. He's in the other one. He's in the Ascensions tournament.
Oh wait, yeah. WSK Rossi. Anyway,
He'll
I
be here
should be
soon.
at 5.
Sure, we put him at 5. He's not. He shouldn't even be top 10. I'm sorry. I like Icy, but no. He's good. He's been improving. He's
So
not
5?
top 10 yet, though.
Yeah, I
he is.
guess
Okay.
so.
All right.
We're just here to ruin Command's career, basically.
I've already done that. Did it last year with Demon 1.
We'll get to that. Kyle has a segment. I have no clue what he's got in store, but he
I have
has
a
a
bit.
segment for you.
I haven't fully thought it out, but I have a bit.
All right. Benjyfishy.
1.
Okay.
No, but maybe, like, I guess.
2. No, okay.
Fuck.
Okay. I would put him 2 or 3 based on the players we have currently. Benji, I'm telling you, he could be the best player in the world.
He's got
Mhm.
the it factor. If EMEA had a face, it would be Benjyfishy.
He's got that Fortnite experience, so he's been through the blood and bones.
Yep. He knows what it's like, bro. He was a
can-
pro
he can
bowler growing
floss.
up. Did you know that? Yeah, I think maybe 3, but it depends. Because if Texture and Aspas come out next, it's like 3's the right place for him. But if we get more players, I'm sorry, Flexing, but this is the only name that's coming to mind right now. If we get more players like Flexing, then we want to keep the 4 and 3 spots available, you know?
I would put him at like 2
2?
because it feels like
I think 2 or
I feel like
3.
we're gonna get like
one of
one
those.
more player better than him, and then we're gonna get like 2 more throwaways.
Yeah.
I think I'm comfortable with 3.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's top 2, but like, I don't know. I kind of want to put him at 4, but I don't just want to go like we're going. Listen, he's good.
So
Top
3.
5 still good.
That's what
Command.
I'm hearing. 3.
Top 5 still good. Command. It's okay. It's okay.
But this isn't the top
Alright,
5
Benjyfishy
players of the
at 3.
tournament. Okay, I'll give you that.
I'm fine with 3.
Hey.
I'm fine with 3.
Command's never coming back after this podcast.
I'm here to make sure of that.
Okay. I'm gonna butcher this name. The Chinese
Aaaay.
player from
Aaaay,
FPX.
yes, my goat. He should be at 4 though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really good. He is actually very, really good. But he's not better than Benjyfishy. But then the problem is, you're gonna say somebody like, I'm calling it now. Permmie will be here. Permmie will be here, and we'll have to put him number 1.
So 4.
But Aaaay should be at 4, in my opinion.
Sorry, I zoned out. Which player are we ranking right now?
Aaaay, Chinese
Aaaay.
initiative for
I'm trying to-
FPX.
FPX.
I don't know who that is. I know a little bit, but I barely know shit. About
Bro,
that player,
China's
so I
at
don't know.
3 a.m. our time. Like, you think I'm up? Absolutely not.
Then
Wait,
why
is
are you
that
putting him
actually-
on the list?
Because I thought it would be funny.
That's fair. It is funny.
Well, now he's ranked 4th.
Bro
Yeah,
wrote
it's
down
fine,
2
sure.
players. Bro wrote down 2 players. He didn't know how to pronounce their names. He was like, "Fuck it,
Dude,
we'll let
when
them
I made
figure it out."
when I made my Tokyo video last year, I didn't know who Kang Kang was, and his gamer tag is like it's like a jumble of letters.
Oh,
So I
shit,
said
yeah.
Zimjik, and people were pissed at me. People were pissed at me. I'm just like, I don't know. Why isn't the gamer tag Kang Kang if that's what his name is, bro? What the hell is this?
It's for his brother.
I know that now. Shout out Kang
Alright.
Kang, he's base.
Texture.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, number 1. Yes.
Yeah, we should. He is Mr. 2024.
Agreed. Agree with that.
1.
Yeah.
Bro,
Sure.
if
already wrote
CEO
him down.
Kyle is about to tell me that Texas should be number 2 after he's just won Master Shanghai, I'm gonna flip.
I think it's a group effort.
He should be 10. No. If ASPAS is on this list, is Texture better than him? Is Texture above? I don't know. I think that's what we have to keep in mind. ASPAS is just not gonna be on the list, and we're gonna put like Valyn 1 or something.
I wouldn't mind that. I actually wouldn't mind that.
Valyn, I like Valyn. He's good.
I think in terms of the mechanics of how this list works, not guaranteeing what like the last player is, we have to put Texture at 1 because at least that's a solid 1, you know.
And then we have someone insane at number 1 instead.
Flexing.
I think Texture. I think, you know what? Let's go for the chaos. I think we should put him 2. Imagine having an easy. Why are you trying to take the easy way out, Command? Huh? What's wrong with you? Stop trying to take the easy
Shanghai
way out of this.
MVP, Pacific Stage 2 MVP. I think we should put him 2.
All because of Munchkin.
Hey, but ASPA's the
True.
GOAT, though.
Yeah, but
He
you've
is.
already said Mazzino.
So-
So
Yeah,
it's not going to be
that's true. He
Aspas.
should be number 1.
For me, Aspas is the only player you can make a case for to be higher than Texture.
Okay, there's a chance ASPAS is on this list.
Is not.
Well, what if we get 10s? You gotta
Oh.
put 10s number 1. 10s.
Ooh.
If we get
Could be
10s,
tens.
move Whzy up to 1 and put 10s at 10. No, I'm joking. 10's the go. Oh, it is going to be 10s, isn't it?
All right,
So what are we
5,
picking?
4,
We can put him
3.
at 2. Let's do 2. Let's do 2.
2.
Okay, fine. We do.
Oh, there's 2 2s.
North America wins again. Eat it. Command.
Refuse to ever watch a Gen.G game. I will never watch a Texture game ever
All right.
again.
And our number 1 is Sayf.
I
I
knew it.
win.
I knew it was gonna be something stupid.
I
knew it was
win,
gonna be
baby.
something so goddamn stupid. I knew it was gonna be so stupid.
Sayf is my guy right there.
Okay, what a good list.
Great list.
So we got Sayf.
All right.
Hey,
Make a graphic of this and commend. You have to post it on
you
Twitter.
gotta tweet it. You gotta tweet it.
You have to. And explain nothing.
Our top 10 players.
Yeah.
Number 1, Sayf. The
I
vibes
should've seen
killer.
it
Oh
coming.
boy.
I should have seen it come.
I see a fifth.
How? Oh my god!
Hey,
This is
commend. I did my best to try to get Sayf on number 1, and I
yeah, because you
succeeded.
put all the good players at the end.
That's what I was thinking. That's why.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
lord.
All right, Kyle. Do you need more time, or should I?
I
give you
do.
the
I do
floor?
need more time.
Okay.
I need to. I'm brainstorming.
All right, it's time. It's time for the group stage pick'ems, where we stop the tomfoolery and actually do our jobs around here. Okay, here we go.
The tomfoolery never stops.
Never will.
Oh! What was that transition, man?
I know. I'm great, aren't
Holy.
Buddy has an Envato subscription.
I? Have a what?
Envato. Oh,
I don't know what that
it's
is.
like it's an editing assets website. It's pretty good. Not sponsored. Sponsor me, please.
Okay, use coupon code Kyle. Chill out esports for 15% off your next purchase.
Exactly.
All right. So, Group A, a group that is, in my opinion, just as bad as Group B. But we have Fnatic versus my favorite team.
Sorry, can
Billy.
we just run back that little statement again? You said that this group is as bad as Group B.
Yes, there's DRX, who we just praised. There's Crew.
What top
who
5
are-
you smoking on, Kendrick? There's no way that this is.
Bro,
This is like-
Crew are good.
The-
I don't want to hear from the guy who didn't watch a single Crew match, okay?
You know what?
Okay,
That's
bro,
really
They
fair.
win 5 maps against Leviatan.
And lost every single match against them as well this year.
But like,
But it was close. It was close. Every map was
I
close
like
except
Crew
for
Okay,
last
okay,
year.
okay.
but they're not like.
Crew
Yeah,
arguments
right?
aside, how will we start with the Fnatic one? Start with the Fnatic one. Just go top to bottom. Make this real
Okay.
simple, real nice.
Okay, Fnatic are beating Bili Bili. Can
Yeah,
we?
that would be
What
kind
do you
of funny.
no? What
though.
are you smoking on? They are sweeping Fnatic. They are no. They're Fnatic isn't going to win a single
it's the same.
round.
Fnatic
fair, I
are
would love to see
definitely
the
beating
run
Billy
back.
Billy. I
They're-
would
yeah, they're gonna
not
beat
be
them.
surprised if they get more than
Sorry.
10 rounds.
I
don't-
kind
I
of
don't
really
know
hope they
how-
win this one so that they do 2 tournaments in a row where they upset a team that is probably gonna talk shit online and be like, we're gonna destroy these guys or whatever. Like, I really just want that to happen.
We can't
It's not going to.
we can't go out putting things like they're not going to win more than 10 rounds into the universe, because then when Bili Bili upset, it looks awful. But if we say
I will
yeah,
clip this, Zeph.
Fnatic are
Do
probably
you
going to
know?
win.
Okay. Yesterday, I was playing a ranked match. And
Oh, God,
I had
what
my
is this
name
tangent?
unprivated. Do you understand how many times somebody typed in chat 12-5? I'm putting it out in the universe that Bili Bili is not getting more than 10 rounds.
I think it's gonna be.
I'm gonna post this on Twitter if they
I
win.
think it's gonna go to map 3. I'm calling it. That's my prediction. I think Fnac's still gonna win, but I think Bili Bili will get a map. I
They
think
can get a
it'll be
map.
really funny, and they'll be really scared.
They can get a map. I don't think it happens, but I think they get more than 10 rounds. Like, I don't know. These China teams are really wild cards. I feel like there's not gonna go very far because they haven't. But I can see a map. You know,
I think
didn't like
I think
FBX take
some-
a map off of like Lev or something? during
FPX
Shanghai?
nearly beat Gen.G and
Yeah, they can
Team
have-
Heretics. So, I mean,
can have
but
those,
I think
but-
Chinese teams will like show how good they are this tournament. But I don't think it'll be Bili Bili, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they're
Um,
underrated, but not that underrated.
I think it will
so
be a
much competition
classic.
in this tournament, and I
I think
think
it'll
the
be-
competition here is okay. Whatever. It's not as good as Group B, but there's still some stiff competition here. I think Crew are being slept on like the most out of everyone, because like anybody who just like skimmed like Americas probably thinks like, oh, like this is just crew making like the champions event, just like they did like the last 3 years, and they did it like basic pure luck. When I don't think that's the case, I think that they have gotten better throughout the year. And yeah, they fell
Listen.
short like the previous 2 times, but they really like looked different. They looked actually solid this time. It wasn't like luck. Like they actually earned their spot here.
True.
My thing with crew is they look a lot like their 2022 selves, which they won one match, but they ended still like falling out in the group stages. I think they could win a match in the I think they'll beat Bili Bili, but I don't know. Just what I've been watching. I watched all their games in playoffs, and I didn't think they were that impressive. Like Keznit did good. Like I like Crew a lot, and Shy could. I don't know. I just don't think they have it in themselves to really put up a fight against DRX, because from what I watched with DRX, I really like their ideas. I think they have some fresh like things that they're doing. Like they don't look like the same DRX completely as they used to. I think we're underselling DRX a little bit.
Bro, you just got some chicken, you put it in the seasoning, bro. You cooked with that one. In terms of as much as like, yeah, we might be underrating crew, I feel like people are still underrating DRX. They just beat Paper X in Pacific by reverse sweeping them. I mean, when have we seen that kind of mental from DRX before? And they went kind of toe to toe with Gen.G, apart from the last map, but not the point, in Pacific Grand Finals. I feel like DRX are only going to get better with more time, especially with the rookies that they've got. And I think Flashback's insane. And I think they're going to beat Fnatic in the upper bracket game and qualify first out of the group, which is a bit of a hot take. But you know me.
I think that cNed couldn't be more wrong on this opinion. And I think Crew is going to sweep DRX. DRX will not get a single round. It's not going to happen.
Look,
not going to happen.
I'll cry Hispanic tears.
all I said was we're underrating Crew. That being said, I do think DRX will win here.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in DRX. I do kind of agree with most of the things that cNed was saying, and I think they have a lot of good roster. I just kind of think a lot of these players, now that they have this, I guess this new roster from last year with pieces from the old one, like, is the lack of experience at the international stage going to kind of hinder them? I don't know. I think it's possible. I think Crew are going to be hungrier because they lost both their matches last champs, and I don't think that happens again. I think they at least get one, and I don't think it would be against Fnatic. I think they can beat Bili Bili if they end up facing them. I kind of like them against DRX. I don't know. I'm going to be honest, but hey, if the consensus is DRX, then I will submit. But you're wrong.
I will say this. I think everyone said the same thing about Team Heretics at the beginning of the year, that they would just like flop because lack of experience and that like roster being so fresh. And then they ended up being like one of the best teams in like the entire tournament. Both, well, not quite Madrid, but Shanghai, they were one of the better ones.
I feel like how many rookies have we actually seen that have actually like flopped on LAN? I mean, like,
no, this year it's been a lot less.
Most of them, it's like with Wu. Like, I'm not saying that there's a Wu on DRX Flashback, but if there was, like, I feel like they're much more likely to thrive in the environment as opposed to flop. But look, the more you watch me do pick'ems and stuff, the more you'll realize I have a method of doing this, which is I'm looking at the playoffs, all the group stage matches are done. Who am I seeing in the playoffs in my visualization, in my mind? And that's Fnatic and DRX. I don't see Crew anywhere in there. So for me, I think they make it close in that lower final, whether that's against DRX or Fnatic, but I don't think they're going to make it to playoffs.
Yeah, I think imagine just choosing the favorites. So cringe.
It's 3-1 Crew, I think. So
yeah, we can go DRX for this one. I will submit.
Okay.
Let's keep the ball rolling.
Elimination match: Bili Bili versus Crew.
I'll give you.
Billy,
I'll
Billy,
give you.
sweep.
Crew. I'll give you Crew for this one. I'll let you.
No, it's Crew. It's Crew.
Let's not waste time on that. It's Crew.
Okay. Fnatic, DRX.
This
is tough.
Giga banger, by the
That'll be
way.
fun.
Yes,
I like
that's gonna
that.
be fun.
That will be a nice match.
I think
Um,
Fnatic. I think
Fnatic
cool.
in group stages can like lose, but then like make it through anyway. Like just like lose one match in the upper bracket.
Yeah,
100
the
Thieves
narrative.
Champions 2022.
It's kind of kicking with
It
that
can
one.
happen. I think DRX can possibly get the upset win, but I think we're gonna have to go with Fnatic on this one personally. I'll give the Europeans something.
Yeah, this is tough. This is tough because like
It's a tough one.
on the one hand, I'm like Fnatic have like a pretty established core, and they just replaced Leo with Hiro. So and Hero's proven to be very good. Like none of the nerves have gotten to him, and especially on a stage like Grand Finals where he could choke, he didn't. DRX on the other hand, like you guys have been saying, like it's a lot of new ideas. Like this team is like not anything close to what it was last year. If this core was still this same core from last year, I think in my mind like Fnatic would be an automatic win. But I don't know. This is tough.
Because in playoffs they only lost to Gen.G, and Gen.G's the best team.
Right.
Like so, it's like different than because I think Gen.G beats up on Fnatic too. Like personally, so that's why I'm like kind of like I think DRX is kind of I could see DRX coming out winning these two, and everyone's like, oh my god, DRX is like insane now.
So do you think Fnatic beat the teams on the level of, Gen.G, I guess?
I gotta pause 1 second. Keep talking. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
I think Fnatic. I think they're better than they were at Shanghai,
Mm-hmm.
and I think at Shanghai they nearly beat Gen.G. Not saying that Gen.G were necessarily in the form that they won Shanghai in when they played that match, but I think Fnatic could really make a run for it at this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think this match could go either way, but whoever loses will still qualify.
Yeah, me too. I have that too. I guess I would put.
Okay. I'm going to make this easy because since Kyle isn't here, I think DRX win this in quote unquote upset because I feel like majority of people probably go Fnatic, but I think DRX wins here. And in the match versus Crew, I don't think it's close.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
Crew gets stomped.
I see that.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm liking that.
Okay. Actually, let's leave this to the end. Let's go Group C. Leviatan and Talon Esports.
Yeah, I don't think it's close. I think
Yeah,
this
it's not
is a
even
stomp.
like Talon just has never looked. They look like what the weakest.
Pacific
What are
team.
they? The 4 seed? Like they're
Yeah,
pretty
they are.
weak 4 seed. Of course, they're better than the Chinese 4 seed.
Because Paper X is the 3 seed.
Yeah, like Talon has moments where they were like pretty good at the beginning of the season, but they immature kind of like not immature, but they just don't have the experience. Don't really have. They're like we know everything about Talon. They're just so weird.
And the coach
Like
hates
with their coach. Yeah, yeah. Maybe this team could be a lot better and could have better ideas, be more flexible with like changing up on the fly without just having to wait for their coach to kind of tell them what to do. But yeah, I don't know. Lev's great right now.
I agree. I think Mazzino, Tags, ASPAS, obviously, they're all playing on a different level right now. The fact that they 3-1 them, right? Yeah, they did. They 3-1 G2, and G2 has been. I mean, I think they're one of the best teams in the world right now, based on pure discipline. And so the fact that Leviatan was able to like beat like such good protocols to me tells me like they're gonna destroy Talon. I don't think it's
Yeah.
going to be close at all.
I
Me
think
neither.
as much as Talon have the X factor of bringing Permmie in, I feel like
There's footage
he
on it.
won't. But I don't think he'll activate until that lower bracket. If he does,
Yeah.
I think he'll take a bit of time to warm up to the stage and not necessarily like crumble under the pressure, but just like you know, sometimes you need that match. He's only played 3 VCT matches. Like, come on.
Mhm.
And I think Lev will come out of this group looking like one of the favorites. I think.
Mhm.
Just 'cause
Yeah, I
the
was
form they're in
watching
right now.
the G2 reacting to the group stage pick'ems. Dude, this is like the easiest group out of like the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Okay. All right. I think this is the segment you were like looking forward to the most. Team Vitality versus Trace Esports.
Okay,
Preach.
I want you to cast your mind back to a lovely summer's day in August of last year
Oh no.
when Bili Bili faced up against NRG Gaming for the NRG for the first time. And you may remember, they lost 2-0. But people
4-0.
think, well, in the first match they lost
Oh
2-0.
yeah, 2-0.
People thought, it's fine. NRG, slow starts. But I think the same story is going to happen again. I think Trace will win this match. I think they'll get absolute shit stomped by Lev. And then I think they will beat Vitality again in the lower bracket.
Okay. I have not done my study on Trace this season
I
yet.
have returned.
Holy
Okay.
He's back with a vengeance.
I am.
Okay.
It's so hard.
I haven't done my study on Trace yet. I haven't watched any of the matches yet, but I will because I think they're one of the teams I have to talk about in my haters guide. Anyway, from what I've seen from the last 2 splits, so kickoff and what's it called? Stage 1. They were 1 match away from qualifying to both Madrid and Shanghai. They are legendary chokers. Legendary.
This isn't just. That's not even just Tokyo. Shanghai and Madrid. That's also champions last year and Tokyo last year. So they were 1 match away. I'm pretty sure from all 4 of those events. So you're right. They're serial chokers. But you see, now that they are no longer serial chokers. They've now crossed a mental plane in their mind, and they are going to destroy Vitality. And the second match will not be close.
No.
Vitality doesn't win a single round at Champions. Trace Esports sweeps them.
Yes, I agree with this guy. This guy's speaking the fucking truth. Permmie aces every round.
Exactly.
We have entered the darkest timeline. Kyle and Commander agreeing on something.
Permmie mogs all over them in the lower bracket. And
He disappeared again.
He's gone. The power was too much. We agree with each other.
Okay. All right. So, Andy, you're the tiebreaker here. Or the decider, actually.
I would have.
If not.
There's no way Trace would beat. I just don't have faith in them. Maybe it's just I have to watch them play, but I don't know. I really like. I'm a huge fan of that old guild team. I just have to stick with Trex and Sayf on this one.
Do you know what this means? It's time for the coin.
Oh yeah. Trace winning. Wait, who's who?
Hold up. No, we're gonna flip it again. All right. I'll let
Vitality heads.
come in. You choose since Kyle's not here.
Okay, Vitality's heads, Trace tails.
Okay. Yes. The coin.
Vitality?
The coin knows. The coin knows.
Easy picks.
Okay. It's okay. You'll get another coin in a second.
Yeah, we'll get the rematch.
Okay. Vitality. This. Hold up. We need to go. Talon versus Trace. I don't care.
I don't.
I think Trace will win.
I'll give it to Trace. I'll give it to Trace because Talon just is like not it.
I'm telling you, if this match happens, it will be one of the most stupidly entertaining matches of the whole tournament because Kai and Permmie will just be on Jet, just fighting the whole team by themselves on each side, and it will just be fuck knows whoever is popping off that day wins. I think Kai is like seriously good Jet player, so I'm gonna go for Trace.
Yeah, I think Talon has a meltdown here. They have like 0 experience. Like 0.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't trust the talent process.
No.
Okay, the reason I'm saying Trace here is because I know what they're gonna do next. Okay, Vitality and Leviatan.
Lev win.
I think Vitality takes a map off of them, but I don't think they win.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think Lev are just they have a hot hand right now. They're gonna just kind of keep rolling with that. They have world class players. They have 2 players that could be the first in history to be like repeat like world champions. Like this team knows how to win.
Yeah, true. I didn't even think about that.
Okay. Vitality versus Trace Esports.
Please tell me I get another coin.
I think so because I think the same.
Okay. Yeah. I'm the same, but hold up. Let me try to sway you to Vitality. Trace are going to do what Trace does best. And they're going to choke against Vitality in the lower bracket. They're going to be one off of playoffs and they're going to choke.
It's all good, bro. We already know you're gonna pick Trace to win this match anyway, so you can
Oh,
just
of
go
course,
ahead
of
and
course,
click that
of
there,
course,
Zev.
Yeah, I think we can.
All right. So,
Sorry
same.
about that, Zeph.
Okay, Kyle. Choose heads or tails for Team Vitality Trace. Choose the sides.
Gotta go with Trace. There's gotta be some upsets. There's gotta be some upsets.
No,
Which
but
side- which side of the
who's
coin?
heads
Which
or
side of
who's
the coin?
tails?
Oh, sorry,
Go
we're
for it.
doing that. I thought you were just that was a metaphor. Let's go Trace on tails.
Okay.
Yes,
Coin
boys.
saves
How is it?
Vitality.
Oh,
Let's go,
Oh.
baby.
Cringe.
Yep. Cringe.
I'm telling you. Hey, I am. God, I forgot the word. Never mind. I know the script. Again?
Oh, his laptop.
Keeps-
Okay, that's fine. Kyle never does this, by the way. He's always pretty
Potato
good.
laptop.
We'll chalk it up to that. Group D, EDG versus Foot Esports.
That one's a close one. That's gonna be cNed and Kang Kang.
Oh,
Team
Like,
carriers, basically.
that's gonna be a fun match. Actually, I think that's like a low.
It's very close, in my opinion.
That's a good one.
I
Look.
have
oh, here he is.
no statistics here. I have
Oh.
nothing to say except vibes. And I'm
Look.
going with Kang Kang.
All I know is I watched the video
I'm
earlier
so- I'm
about
so
how good
fucking
Prime
sorry,
Kang Kang
guys.
was.
Turn on that
And-
hotspot on your phone.
It is. I think I literally because I was looking with the password and then I think I clicked out of the menu and then fucked it.
You can use your phone if you
Sorry
want.
about that.
He was overcooking.
If it happens again, I'll switch to the phone. But yeah,
Okay.
I think we're good now. Very sorry.
No, you're good.
All good, bro. EDG, I feel like we got to go for the vibes.
That one's. I just think Foot overall, like that team is a really solid team. They have shooters all around, definitely more than EDG. But I haven't really watched EDG. I went through some of their matches recently, and like, of course, they've been owning like regionally, but I don't know. I just kind of have a little bit more faith in Foot personally, just because I think the team overall, and cNed's like one of the few people that can kind of go and also up on like whenever he needs to. Also,
I feel like
Did
for me, Foot
Zep
just like
just disconnect?
No?
no.
I'm only
he's
seeing
chilling.
you two. The hell?
Oh.
the mysterious.
No, we're
workings
all
of
good.
What the hell
I don't know
is
if you can hear
laptop.
me. Can you hear me?
I don't understand.
God knows. We're just gonna let
Okay,
him
whatever. Keep
figure this
talking.
out. Yeah, for me, I feel like Foot just went out with a whimper out of those EMEA playoffs. They didn't even put up a fight. I like checked the stream to see if they were playing, and the match was already done. I didn't even get to watch them. But
Did Foot
I don't know.
qualify with points?
Yeah,
I
yeah. So they didn't even.
I
They didn't even win a
think
map. I think it was 202s, right?
Foot's
Yeah.
one of those teams that like they can make the internationals, but like once they're there, they end up like just not doing much. I feel, like they're good enough to get there, but like as soon as like push comes to shove, it's like they don't really do a lot. Like they'll always be like a dark horse, and they had a pretty good performance at Shanghai, but I just feel like I don't know. I'm not huge believers in them.
I'm surprised that they didn't pick up Patty Tech.
Also, sorry if I
Oh.
interrupted Zeph or anything because I literally can't see or hear him.
You didn't. Don't worry.
Is Patty Tech Turkish or is that Woot?
Woo is Turkish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Because I know they probably. And never mind. I know their comms are in their language, so that might be tough.
yeah,
like for one player.
what's Patty Tech from like?
I could look him up.
I actually don't know.
But yeah,
I don't know.
there
Oh,
he goes again.
there he goes.
Poland.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But okay. I guess he wouldn't mesh well with the Foot guys.
I feel like the form that EDG are coming in with, just not even necessarily the form, the self-confidence that they're going to be coming in with after winning that China final with the crazy production that they had.
Yo,
I feel like
that shit was fire.
it was
They
fire,
had
bro.
like crazy.
They had Kang Kang's favorite rapper there, bro. They won in close fashion. Yeah, man. I feel like
Yeah,
EDG just have to take this.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going EDG here. I'm a big fan of Kang Kang.
Is Foot? Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, 3 EDG, 1 Foot. Okay, makes sense.
G2 versus Paper X. Chokers v chokers.
Where's this whole G2 chokers narrative come
That's what
from?
I've been saying. I don't think it was really a choke in Shanghai. I think that they just lost against 2 good teams.
I will say they are bad in best of fives. They haven't been great in best of fives. I believe they're 1-3 this year. So not
Fair.
but this is not best of 5. I think versus Paper X, it was funny when Paper X ended up choosing them for Shanghai because they thought that they were a good matchup against them. Ended up being the complete opposite. And I think G2 are a lot better than they were in Shanghai currently. I think they're playing a style that obviously people call boring and whatnot. But it reminds me of I'm Canadian, so I watch hockey. And there are some teams that end up playing very defensively, and it happens in all sports. And it doesn't look good. It's not always the funnest to watch. It's boring as hell, but it won. Many teams have won championships by playing this style. And Paper X, I have sworn off choosing them to win a tournament because I chose them for the past 3 tournaments without realizing it, and they lost every time. So
Wow.
I know. I regret every decision I've ever made. But I don't. I like G2 in this matchup. Maybe Paper X is fired up for revenge, but right now, just not really seeing it. We'll see how it goes.
I agree with you. I think there's too many holes in Paper X's gameplay at the moment. I mean, obviously they can still win maps just through their fragging and stuff. We saw that in the playoffs and going 2 up against DRX, but I don't know. I feel like that G2 are the team that are going to expose those holes more than any other team in the tournament, to be fair. So
for me, the turning point for Paper X was when they were playing Evil Geniuses at Champions, and it was on Lotus. Dude, Mindfreak, was it Mindfreak or Fosaken? I can't remember. It's one of those 2. But like he kept peeking out of C every round. And that shit pissed me off because I was like, dude, this team is world caliber. Like they can win it all. And if they just had 1 ounce of patience, they would have won not one, but 2 trophies. So this is why
Like
I don't
3
root for
trophies,
Paper X
honestly.
anymore.
Well,
Yes.
In an alternate universe, Paper X has had a dynasty for like 3 years now.
Actually true.
The one argument I can make for Paper X potentially going on a run this tournament is maybe the fact that now they don't have to be the first specific team to win a trophy. Maybe that pressure's taken off a little bit. Maybe that helps them. That being said, they haven't looked like the same team we've seen in the past in their own region recently. Like they got 3rd place on their bracket. So like them in their own region isn't super consequential, and maybe if people don't see them as good as they used to, maybe that'll take some of the pressure off, a little bit of a dark horse run or something like that. But as I said, this team burned me too many times. G2.
Yeah.
I'm going G2.
Yeah.
I like their
Yeah.
I like how they play too much. Every time I watch G2, I'm impressed because, like I was saying, so many times, like you could get players that are like really good that end up like feeling themselves too much and peak everything when they could just continue the discipline instead. I got G2.
Okay. I feel like now that we've talked about basically every team, let's maybe speed up the pick'ems just a little bit. Got it. It is very late for our friend cNed here.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. All right. EDG. I'm sorry. Foot Paper X. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, Paper
Paper
X, unless they like
Chill.
Yeah, I don't want Foot to win
Yeah.
over Paper X. I don't want
I'm
to
on
see
the
that
same boat.
happen.
Paper
What
X
happened to
cNed
the game I
hates
love?
Turkish people, confirmed.
One of my best mates is Turkish as well. I know he's going to be like, just dickhead. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
Paper X wins.
We need Paper X EDG in every tournament. It has to happen.
All right.
Has to. Yeah.
EDG versus G2 Esports. I think EDG gets stomped here.
Playstyle diff. Playstyle diff.
Yeah, I think so. G2 is just they're way too locked in.
Yeah.
I think.
EDG versus Paper X. This is kind of a gigabanger too.
If both teams
Paper
are
X.
like, if both teams are as mediocre as we think they are, it could be a banger. Just because, not because they're both amazing, but because they're both like, the same level.
They both have gaps in their play.
Yeah, it could be like a kind of sloppy at times.
Yeah, definitely. I want EDG to win. Will Paper X just cheese it out though?
Pure
Paper
vibes.
X
I want
survives.
EDG.
I think EDG
I
deserve
think-
it, man.
Based off vibes,
do
EDG. Based
they?
on gameplay, Paper X.
I think EDG versus. I think Paper X is a terrible matchup for EDG. Is the problem?
I agree. Didn't they because they played at Shanghai and it didn't go well for EDG.
Oh, didn't it go to 3 maps?
No, I'm pretty sure it's a sweep.
Let me check.
I don't think
It's a sweep?
EDG
Oh man,
didn't EDG not win a map at
they
Shanghai?
might not have. They might have gotten swept,
Which
both
is
times.
hilarious for your home crowd. I'm checking right now.
There's a
They
clip
did
of
not win.
Yeah, they did win a single map, Shanghai.
What a bummer.
there's
They
a clip of
ended
Kang
losing
Kang.
13-6.
But they beat them
Sunset
at
against Paper
Madrid.
X.
Yeah,
True,
then
It's
but
1-1. The match
then
is
they
1-1
literally
right now.
got their teeth kicked in by Loud, which was just sad to watch.
yeah, it was.
There's a clip of Kang Kang at Shanghai on stage. I think it's against Paper X, and he says, "This is my place," and then they lose like 13-6. It's like, oh, okay, never mind. But I think I want EDG to make it to the playoffs at least. I think that would be really cool. So I'm gonna go for them.
EDG. You guys.
I think I still want Paper X, but if the consensus says EDG, as much as I disagree with our British
Andy?
friend cNed here,
I have Paper X winning. Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
I think
2-2.
to the coin we go. All right, Andy,
Yeah.
choose.
Heads EDG. EDG.
Bro, I'm actually the
Tails,
most unlucky
Paper
person.
Paper X.
God dislikes you, cNed.
How they actually lost 3 in a row. Crazy.
Based.
I need to bring him on during the America's pick'ems, so he can root against NRG every time.
Well,
Until I die, bro. It's
until
not-
next year.
And
Never get
the
rid of
funniest part is this
Awesome.
guy has the greatest like optic video like ever, and he's such a hater. He's such a hater. All right.
Optic, man.
So I was gonna
Optic.
leak the DMs of the group chat.
No. All right. Gen.G versus Sentinels, Masters Madrid Grand Final rematch.
Sorry, Sen.
Jesus.
Gen.G.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just not feeling.
Gen.G
it
are
right now.
destroying Sentinels. I'm calling it
Yeah,
right
Gen.G's the best team, like right now. Like
They've only
have
lost
no
one
has to
match
prove
internationally against. It was just against Sentinels at Madrid Grand Final. Aside from
That
that,
is
they have not
wild.
dropped a game.
They've
Yeah,
only
they've
lost
not dropped a
one
game.
match.
pretty
Jesus.
good.
And
It's
it was
insane.
a fucking 3-2 best of 5. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah,
you know.
like they were 4 rounds away from winning on split. Like it was that close.
Lakia is the
Honestly,
faker of
my
that, right?
YouTuber self for views wants Sentinels to win this whole goddamn tournament, but
Bro,
Gen.G not.
the story of Sentinels,
not
1 million views incoming if they win this tournament, but it ain't happening, unfortunately.
now. Unfortunately.
It's an easy clap every time.
Yeah.
But
Is this
TenZ
a
in
is this
a
a
thumbnail,
exit?
call it a day.
frag flawless?
Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to use the words guarantee. I don't know if they're trademark.
Let's do a
Picture.
Let's do a plat chat.
Yay.
Gen.G.
I just
Yeah,
tried
All
to
right.
core find that one.
FPX versus Team Heretics.
Here's the thing, though.
Oh,
no.
my goodness.
Don't start.
Team Heretics. I'm sorry. Like this is they're gonna. This isn't it for them. Like I had so much faith in them, and then like whoa. I just haven't had. I've just had no faith in them recently. Now, like watching them play, like there's great stuff. Like, but maybe I just need to watch FPX. But I'm on the train of FPX upsetting.
Okay. Here's the question. Would you have EDG beating Team Heretics here?
No,
Because virtually they're on the same level.
yeah, but I think they're like funnier and wackier.
I
The
agree with
vibes are
that.
just
But
immaculate.
okay, here's my case for Team Heretics. Okay, and if there was a chance for China to win, I would be calling for it. But first of all, Heretics have played I think the second most amount of games this year out of any team, and they're all really tired. They've all said it on their social medias and stuff. They're all super tired. I think having a little break will really help them heading into champs. Number 2, they've already played against FPX before and won, so they know how they play in a way. Number 3, FPX. If the records weren't carried over, FPX's stage 2 record was actually dog. Like it was not good. Like they did not play very well in stage 2, and they actually didn't play very well in the playoffs either, even though, of course, they made it to the grand final. So for me, FPX looks slightly worse than they did in Shanghai. Team Heretics, I think they also look worse, of course, but I think they'll look much better than people think they will.
I am in agreement with cNed here. I think I'm shocked we're given FPX as much credit as we have so far. I don't hate this team, but and hey, they did have a good performance at Shanghai. I will give them that. But their good was like winning one match at an international instead of losing both and not winning the map. So, gradual improvement, but as cNed said, like their stage 2 wasn't as good. Same with Heretics, but yeah, I think a little bit of time off. I think Heretics are going to be scary. I do not see FPX winning that. I just can't. So
Yeah, and that is the thing. Heretics, although the playoffs weren't great, they went undefeated in regular season matches in stage 2. They went 6-0 or 5-0, 6-0, 6-0, I think it was. So they can still grind out the wins when they need to.
Yeah. I agree. It's a 3-1 vote here for Heretics. All right. Sentinels versus FPX.
Okay, now we can start talking about FPX. This is going to be a bang. This is going to be a banger if it happens.
Oh,
I'm telling you now.
absolutely.
It's gonna be way closer than anybody thinks it's gonna be.
It's
Yeah,
way
I'm
closer
still
than
alright,
like the
man.
Sen fans who only watched Masters Madrid Grand Finals think it's going to be. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, who even are these people?" And then they'll be like, "I am."
I swear to
just
God,
again
if they do
aces."
what Whzy did in Pose, I don't even know who I'm playing. I swear to God, guys, that's just that's throwing. That's literally throwing.
Yeah, yeah.
The only reason I'm rooting for FPX here is because I want Zellsis to feel what FNS felt at Champions.
You are a spiteful man.
I am. I'm
No.
tired of
I think-
energy being the only one that gets made fun of for losing to a Chinese team. We need another one.
I
Can't-
I,
it-
s-
I
I
don't
said
know.
about FPX, and I said it would be close, but I'm actually think Sentinels would win this match. I think it would be super close, and I think they would get the run back against Team Heretics, the rematch from Madrid. I think that would be a banger as well. But I think FPX do the same as they did in Shanghai and play very close matches, but then still not make playoffs.
No, if I use my head properly, it's definitely Sentinels. But I'm a spiteful man, and none of my videos are based on statistics or anything like that. So I have FPX.
Fair.
Sentinels easy win.
I have FPX.
We all four of us need the
Yes!
views, guys.
The
All four of us
coin.
need the views.
The coin.
What would you rather have? One video that's about Sentinels choking that is pretty good, and then no other videos about Sentinels until next year, or a deep run?
Look, man, with my upload schedule, I probably won't upload till next year anyway. So
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
Again.
like,
It doesn't matter
I'll
for you.
just do one of them choking, and it'll be super fun. And then I do a history of them choking before then. A history of every Sentinels choke.
Fire.
There's so many though, but they also have 2 trophies. So you know,
Yeah, they also.
Zellsis and
how much of a one-up can we get at this point?
All right,
Oh,
the
all right,
coin.
time.
Coin time.
Tail Sentinels.
Andy. Wait, did you already choose?
There you chose.
Kyle.
I just said Tail Sentinels. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
FPX. The coin has chosen. And Command
shouldn't have
is
chose.
4 for 4 on being wrong.
wow,
I've gotten
Okay,
everything my way.
wow.
You should definitely not go to a casino in the next 24 hours.
Yeah,
Destiny arrives
will.
all the same.
Look,
All
maybe
right.
it will be the same thing. FPX will lose to Gen.G and Heretics. Oh no, it would just be Heretics, wouldn't it? If this
Hey,
happened?
Command. If it makes you feel better, Andy had crew making a far at last year's champions. I remember this.
Oh, well,
I bet
also
that-
I had.
I bet that
EDG
loss to
at the beginning
Giants
of the
hit
year.
like a truck, man. I bet you were sat there thinking like, "Oh man, Hoodie is just aced on my team that I thought was going to make it top 3. I'm cooked." I know that feeling.
Rough times. I picked Paper X to win, and I was so close to being right. So close. I literally had. I think I had my grand final. No, I had EG placing 3rd, but
Ooh.
most of my bracket was good up until then. And everybody in my comments thought I was stupid and that Loud's gonna lose to Fnatic. They didn't at first. Actually, yeah, they beat them both times. I'm a god. What can I say?
Just to go.
All right. Gen.G versus Team Heretics.
Yeah, Gen.G.
Gen.G.
Yeah.
I like Heretics, but Gen.G.
Until someone proves them wrong.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. This is another
Quick one.
exit frag flawless. Cool. All right.
Beautiful.
Decider. Team Heretics versus Fun plus Phoenix.
Oh, easy.
Easy. Team Heretics.
FPX.
Andy.
Andy,
I
swear to
loved
God.
you. I love the
Unbelievable.
memes.
If
but
they do
my
it,
goodness.
just
I-
imagine.
God.
Just
I
imagine.
hate C9 fans. I can't stand them.
The most no vibe analysis at all.
Okay.
Like the only way
Listen, come on.
FPX
Hey,
win this map
Andy's
is
got
if
negative
Oxy
aura right now. That's all I'm
Let's
saying.
be real here. Let's be
If
real here. Come on,
Oxy,
it's Heretics.
if Oxy transfers over to FPX in the middle of the match, maybe they can win. But other than that, it's Heretics, bro.
Oxy deserves
Imagine.
better.
The majority has decided. Okay. Well, this has been the group stage pickups.
Let's go.
Hopefully, we
Who
don't
we-
get
wait,
crucified.
so
Actually,
quick
let's see how we
overview,
did.
who have we got?
PRX, Fnatic, Gen.G, Team Heretics, Leviatan, and Vitality. It's so boring.
we
It's
do.
so
Spice it up.
boring.
That's what I mean. We
no
needed
wonder
more
Andy was
upsets.
trying to get FPX in there.
Bro, I picked all the
We
interesting
need more
teams to
upsets because
win.
we're gonna be wrong about like 3 of these teams.
The fucking coin. The coin is the boring one, man. Picked 4 times. The non-upset.
Coin's annoying.
Simple ones.
The coin is
Boring
just
coin.
VLR forms.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
No
But let's just
logic.
keep it where we're already here. We're not going through it again. We
No,
we will
not.
die.
We're definitely not. Okay,
Pick 'em.
let's go back to the other scene.
Oh.
I'll move this to where I can see it.
Ready for
Okay.
Mindfreak.
Did we cover everything? I feel like we almost did. Let me look
I'm
at
ready
this.
for my little jokes.
Oh yes,
Oh,
Kyle,
shit, there we go.
go ahead.
So, as we know, our friend cNed here, last year during Champions, he made a tweet and he was talking about humble players versus, egotistical, boastful players. That's not a word. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So I thought this year for Champions, cNed, you should have another bait tweet. You should have another tweet that makes people incredibly angry at you for the impressions, for that Twitter gold. Do you want thousands of people harassing you again? Well, we're gonna get it done. So I have 3 options here. I had to think of these very quickly. So first of all, honestly, so glad that pig Busio ain't at champs. He's so dog shit. 100 Thieves would never win against the true contenders, FPX.
Okay. It's good.
So that's option number 1. And going back to the do you prefer format, we have do you prefer players who can't aim, Hiro, or players who will never win, anyone on DRX? It's option 2.
Oh.
Number 3. If EMEA loses another tournament, I hereby revoke my citizenship and move to the best region in the world, Brazil.
You know what? That one I'll take.
The Brazil
if-
one.
I got
If Fnatic Heretics, I'm not counting Vitality. If Fnatic or Heretics lose their first match,
Bro hates Vitality.
I will tweet that.
exactly.
I'll tweet it out with some
Absolutely.
bait clip.
I've a little bonus one as well.
Oh.
I endorse everything Chill at Esports has said on Exit Frag. He is the best YouTuber of all time. I hereby give him my channel as I pursue my career in plumbing like Mario.
I see.
Those are your options. Those are your options. Those are your
Got
options.
you. That
Okay.
last one doesn't sound too bad. That last one doesn't sound too bad.
I like this one. I think this one's the best personally. I would go with it, but hey, you're the master.
Look, I've retired from the Twitter game. I mastered the bait tweet clearly. That wasn't even supposed to be a bait tweet, man. I just worded it so badly.
I remember seeing it and being like, no, I kind of like agree with him. That's fair. And I think I actually I made a video about that tweet. I'm literally just remembering it. Not about the tweet, but like about the situation. And yeah, honestly, you were based. You just you misstepped.
Look, man.
And Twitter doesn't like reasonable takes. So
My notification started going up, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then I saw TSM. I saw a quote tweet from TSM Myth. I was like, "I'm fucking cooked, bro." I'm cooked.
Yeah,
Bro,
all right.
people take these like takes on the internet like way too serious.
Yeah.
But I was kind of definitely in that camp of, I don't even remember what side I was on, but I was on the camp on one of the sides of like, oh, like either, make them more humble or let them shit talk. But to be honest, like when I found out that like the whole Demon One thing, like he's not like an actual dickhead. He's just like, playing it up. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't care anymore. Like, let him do whatever he wants. Like,
I think like the main
my
thing is
business.
that we have like all like most pros in Valorant seem to be on the more egotistical. I'm gonna trash talk. I'm gonna do all the stuff. I feel like most of them are on that side. So it's kind of refreshing to see people that are more humble and more chill. I understand like what's the people that act more egotistical do. It's like you're trying to get in the heads of your enemy, trying to piss them off, all this stuff. But like as a perception publicly, it can kind of be like, oh, this guy sucks, even though it's just a competitive thing. Like Demon One seems chill as hell. As a competitor, he's an asshole. But hey, he won champs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly. That was that was the worst part. Made that tweet and then he won champs. Oh,
Shout out to
Oh
Shopify.
god, I
really
can't
tight
imagine
touch.
what your DMs look like.
To be fair, I think it was just most people calling me soft in many different ways, of course. But
I think it was, yeah.
In very, very colorful words, I assume.
yes, but you know what? We've moved past it. We're okay now.
We ball.
We ball. You know,
where's the
Absolutely.
selfie with you and Demon One?
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen
One
at
day.
some-
One day.
Yeah,
Just
when I
come to
make
the best region, Americas.
Exactly. Yeah. Bro, come visit NA, bro.
We have the
I
same
came
amount of
last year.
trophies, by the way.
Oh yeah,
So we
true.
are.
That's true. I'm telling you, China's gonna be China's gonna take over.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Cloud9's gonna take over.
Never
What
gonna happen.
everyone
Never gonna
needs.
happen. It's not
They're
happening.
just gonna win one and then ride that for like what has it been since 2018?
Oh yeah,
This 6 years they're gonna ride on that.
Valorant Masters Boston. They'll win that one.
Yeah, that'll happen when Ye joins JDG.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh boy, it's gonna be
All
great.
right.
Okay.
All
Well,
right. I really
there's
gotta
only
go,
one
so
more
let's wrap this
segment
up.
left, and
Oh, okay.
this is the exit frag segment of the episode, where we go around and we talk about something cool that can be Valorant related or not Valorant related that you did this week. Andy, kick us off.
Oh, I'm gonna be, I guess when this episode comes out, probably getting surgery on my knee. So I'm really happy about being able to put videos up and then schedule it out like 2 weeks in advance. Because I'm definitely not going to be covering champions. It's all going to be like documentaries about like stuff that happened already in the past. So I'm happy for that. That's my win.
Good luck in your surgery, man. That
Yeah,
sucks.
good
I
luck.
apologize for what I said about C9 fans. Now I feel bad.
At least I don't have to worry about watching them in champs because
Exactly.
They're
There you go.
not
Fair.
there.
I'll put stress on your knee. Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, good
Kyle,
luck, man.
go ahead.
I don't know. Well, I'll be I'm thankful to be making videos for champs and how my channel's done, and I'm very thankful to be on Exafrag with the best cast ever, dare I say, best cast ever. Oh, and he brought up the jersey, of course, as I'm talking. But yeah, shout out my girlfriend who let me record at her place, who I think is currently hiding in the bathroom. Shout out her.
07.
And her patience, because we've been wanting to make burgers for a solid hour now.
Shout out to
But,
Kyle's girlfriend.
Shout out.
All right, come in.
I am excited to. I'm going on holiday next week. I'm excited to be on holiday. Just watch champs. Wake up at like 9 a.m. Just stick the games on. Chill morning. Oh man, it's gonna be good. But yeah, I've got a Benjyfishy video coming out soon. Where I had an interview with him as well. So I'm gonna use some of that. So yeah, look out for that soon enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice. All right.
Oh, also one more thing that I want to mention on this podcast for anybody that's watching. I'm going to be at the Red Bull home grand qualifier in Seattle in September. So if you want to meet me there or show up to that, you should go. Be fun.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, going to be there. Not that I'm someone that people want to meet all the time. I am very threatening.
You're like really
Canadians.
tall, aren't you?
I am. I'm like 6'3". Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
be
would
like,
stand up.
like looking up at you. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
what's up?
I would stand up, but you can't really understand height on
Yeah.
this shitty webcam. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out
Boy up.
to Twitter because tomorrow is gonna be a shitstorm or a really good day. The Champ song comes out tomorrow. The Vandal should be coming out tomorrow, or the Phantom. I'm sorry. And Leo Farah is going to talk about the schedule, which is what is going to be the shit show. Because either people are going to love it, or people are going to fucking hate it.
I got,
I'm not
look,
sure which one.
They're gonna hate it. No, they're gonna
This
hate it.
determines our year next year.
It can't be
Yeah.
worse. It can't be worse. It literally
It
can't
really
This
be
is
can't.
worse.
every creator has to have been burnt out, right? Like
I have to
this
edit
is-
a guide in 2 weeks. That's the Champions one. I had a month
so
last
quick.
time.
Look, man, I'm just gonna make stuff when I want to make it, and when it comes out, it comes out. People
Like,
gonna
I'm
watch.
trying to get like. There's just so many things that happen. Like the speed of everything that goes by. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I gotta keep up with every week.
Yeah.
It's really tough doing like consistent like recent events content with the
So
VC.
please,
It's very
Leo.
inconsistent.
Leo,
Please, Leo, just
around,
make it. Just make it long. Just like stop with this like off season where we're all gonna struggle to get views. Like, it's gonna be tough.
Put
The love of God.
Champion after Worlds. This has been Exit Frag, episode number 7, the Champions Edition. We will see you sometime in the future. Bye.
Thanks
Thanks so much.
everybody.
See you in a bit.
Bye bye.